What you're seeing right now is the newly renovated Heritage Library. The Heritage had a library since it was built in 77, 78, but hadn't been updated significantly since then. So we worked with the help of the Davenport Public Library to get some nice shelving that they were surplusing because of some renovations, and Bill Furrer and the other library staff helped us get books for the library that were recent discards from the Davenport Public Library system. A lot of times they'll get multiple copies of new titles and then not need them in their permanent collections, so we were the beneficiary of some of those duplicate copies. We actually have multiple copies of some newer hot titles that we're hoping tenants will start book clubs with. And we have some DVD movies donated by area residents. We have computers that were donated by the Davenport Information Technology Bureau, and they set us up with some Wi-Fi for the tenants so they can put their own devices on the Wi-Fi or learn to use a computer, learn to get on the internet. The room was originally just the same beige that all of the hallways in the building are, but with a little bit of frog tape and some ingenuity, the tenants got together and decorated the wall in here and gave it some color, threw some life into the room. We're working on getting additional furniture. Our library collection is on the honor system. Tenants can come and take a title out if they want and read it, peruse other items in the library. We have tenant volunteers that will take items from the returns card and put them back in their categorized location. And this is going to be open at a minimum when the office is open. Office staff from the Office of Assisted Housing will make sure that the library is open and available to all tenants. And then we have some tenant volunteers that helped not only decorate the room, organize the collection, do the painting, but are also volunteering to be our library caretakers. So I'd like to recognize some more of the other staff that helped with this. We had our facilities maintenance staff at Public Works put in a lot of time helping to install the shelving, helping to get the fitness equipment up into location, and make sure everything's working in both rooms to protect the tenants. We have security cameras that can help to monitor the space for their safety. We are also, again, very appreciative to the library for their guidance in putting this together, and they provided us some additional documentation. And this is a great opportunity for these books that would otherwise be discarded from the Davenport Library system to have a new life and get additional views by our tenants here at the Heritage. So it's a win-win, I think. And in addition to that, gosh, I don't know. I'd like to individually recognize the tenants that put in time on this. John Great, Becky Adams, Sheen Lachelle, Jim Stremlow, Karen Moss, Leslie Luters, and Catherine Tompkins also helped with getting the whole thing going. Correct me if I'm forgetting anybody. Okay. But I did say Sheen Lachelle, yep. And but John and Sheila are going to be tenant volunteers to help make sure the library is open after hours, after the office closes, and also on weekends to be a resource for tenants. We have other tenants that I've shown basics of getting online and using our new Chromebooks and getting on the Wi-Fi, who are mentors for other tenants who are not so experienced with that. And I don't know, beyond that, do we have any questions about the library?
Is there anything...
Go ahead, Pat?
I was just going to say, is there anything the public can do? I mean, if anybody from outside wants to donate books or materials for the library?
That's great, thanks, Pat. A lot of this is library recent discards, but there's also a lot of donated materials. The movies were donated by some folks that were donating fitness equipment to the fitness room, and others that are just aware of the need here at the Heritage. So reading materials, puzzles, board games. We're actually in need of some chess and checker pieces for the recently installed green space furniture that have chessboard tops. We can always use, sometimes we have tenants moving into the building that don't have a proper bed, so we can always use clean beds and linens here at the Heritage, and we had someone donate some office furniture, and someone donated the drafting table that our maintenance guys turn into a really cool little puzzle corner in a laundry room, so people cannot, they can do something other than sit and watch the laundry spin. So we'll consider any and all donations, and we've gotten a lot of donations this time of year especially are very useful. Gardening supplies, planter pots, tools to use out in the green space to maintain that space for the tenants, those are all welcome. And really, anyone that wants to spend their time to help come down and help prepare a meal or help the tenants with various activities, we'd welcome all of that. So it's a great opportunity for people to get involved in the community, and the Heritage tenants have a lot to give back too. So I think if folks out there have a cause or an activity that they think might interest the elderly or mentally or physically disabled tenants who live at the Heritage here, please let us know and we'll try to coordinate volunteers with activities. So other than that, I think I just want to welcome everyone to the new Heritage Library. We have new donations coming in all the time, and they're being labeled and categorized and put on the shelves. I don't know, you guys, do you want to say anything on behalf of the library?
Looks like the culmination of a successful collaboration between a number of city entities, and of course Roy, as you all know, is very resourceful when it comes to stretching a dollar for the needs of the city. And
appreciate that. Yeah, budgets are limited. Never enough funds to go around, that's for sure. And was very generous of the library to think of us when they were doing some reconfiguration down at the main library and had some shelving available to us, and to be able to spend their staff time sorting through their discard materials and looking not only just what they're getting rid of, but are they getting rid of things that our tenants would have an interest in and can use. And pretty much everything in this room was chosen by library staff, other than the donations from tenants and others. All of the library discards were donated from the public library with the tenants in mind. So, and we have a feedback loop. We have a log to track usage of the materials. We get back to the library so we can keep fresh materials, and also tenants can request items or individual titles or genres. So it's a great partnership, and we're just very grateful for all of the support that we've gotten to help put this together. So I want to thank everyone, and let's give everyone a round of applause for putting it all together. Thank you so much. Residents associations of the past had had it as one of their goals to turn this space into a functional, usable fitness room for the tenants. The boards of that association changed over the last few years, and the priorities changed, but there was still a need and a demand among the tenants for a fitness space. And I'm kind of sorry that we didn't get this done last fall, so you could all have used it last winter, but it is finished today, and happy to open this for tenant use. The library that we just saw has been open for the past month. We debuted that at the tenant meetings that we had a month ago, and let tenants begin to use that and kind of do a soft opening to tweak it and make some adjustments to how the room worked. And now we've got this fitness space for everyone. So it's important to note to the community that a lot of the tenants here in the building don't necessarily have the resources to even pay the $6 reduced YMCA membership rate. The YMCA downtown Davenport is right next door to this building, but unfortunately a lot of the tenants here can't afford that in on their limited income. So we're very pleased that with the help of donors, with the efforts of facilities maintenance staff and others, we've been able to outfit this space and provide a well-rounded fitness room experience for the tenants of the Heritage. So at this time, the chair of our Housing Commission, Audrey Linville, if you'd like to say something, we'd be happy to have you come.
I'm just happy to see everybody's here.
That's great. That's great. So we are going to do a ceremonial cutting of the ribbon to open this space.
I'm going to get teary now.
Okay. You ready? Shall we count to 3?
If you'd like.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
All right.
Audrey, would you like to be the first to
I
enter
will.
the new fitness room?
Welcome to the fitness room.
And I'd just like to add that this room was also, in addition to the community volunteers, we have a large, nice piece of weight equipment donated by a nice couple in Bettendorf, Iowa. We have a recumbent exercise bike here donated by a gentleman in Rock Island. We have a fitness bike in that corner donated by a nice couple in Dubuque, Iowa. And with the help of the Davenport Parks and Recreation Department, we also have an elliptical machine and a treadmill. So we have a nice, well-rounded fitness room here. And this will be available during normal office hours of the Office of Assisted Housing. Staff will take the responsibility to open this space and keep it make sure it's available to all tenants. And then we have some fitness room caretakers that will be
Cleaning it up.
opening this. Well, everyone should clean up after themselves.
I was just wanting to know about that, but what happens when they're not going to be responsible for doing that?
Our maintenance staff will help with that, and then any issues that are found should be reported to the office, and we'll deal with that. But everyone, we have cleaners and paper towels available for everyone to kind of clean up after themselves. But we'll be tracking usage of this room and feeding that back through the Parks and Rec department, because they'll be keeping tabs on which machines we use and help us to keep the machines going and get us different equipment. If we have more of a demand for treadmills, we may put an exercise bike into storage and get another treadmill or something like that. So this is a space for all tenants, and as I was mentioning, we have some tenant volunteers that Sheila Shell, Becky Adams, Jim Stremlow helped to paint this room in a similar way of the library, but double the effort. We did 2 walls, and our office had a surplus television that was a security camera monitor, and we brought that up here, and folks can listen to the radio, play CDs, they can watch local channels while they exercise, and we'll provide orientation, or brief orientation to all tenants to make sure everyone knows how to safely use this equipment. And those tenant volunteers that are going to be the caretakers will also make this room available in the evenings and on the weekends for tenants to use. So we always encourage everyone to go outside and take a walk on a lovely day, but when it's inclement weather or in the winter, this will be a great space for tenants to use. And also, the various equipment have safety features built in. This nice weight rack here, we were very keen to get because this bench can roll out of the way, and tenants that are persons with disabilities in a chair or on a scooter can access the machine sitting from their chair. And there's various attachments that they can use to do that with. We also have a number of resistive bands and other kettlebells and dumbbells for tenants to use to do a variety of activities.
Are you pointing to me when you said dumbbell?
As a matter of fact, no, Audrey. But thank you. And this machine also has some nice safety features built in that to protect tenants. If they use the machine, it cannot hurt them if they use it properly. So a lot of nice safety features built in, and I am, for the community, if the community would like to donate equipment to the room, what we could really use is some therapy or rehabilitation hand bikes, because our tenants that are persons with disabilities in chairs or on scooters would benefit from some sort of an exercise bicycle where you use your arms. So that is something of need. I think beyond that, we consider any and all donations and try to make room for them in this space. But again, just want to welcome everyone to your fitness room, and looking forward to y'all getting some good use out of it. So, all right? Thank you so much.